Bonsoir. Tout. Hello all and welcome, yes, welcome my winning friends, and thank you for joining me on LinkedIn After Hours at the Lexical Mystic Academy for AI-empowered entrepreneurs. Yes. I'm doing this in take one. I know a take two would be much better, but let's just leave it at that for now. We'll get into stuff, and so, we got to get it kind of moving. So, yeah. But thank you guys for joining me. It's Stylin Friday. Yes, it surely is. And oh, here we go. Oh, I don't have Am I Ever Ready? Ever. Here, let's get the dilly going. I think I'm supposed to stand here. Let's see, I've got to have it just right. Okay, how's it going? I did back in the day. I used to belly dance. Yes, I did. I did belly dance. I did Spanish ballet. Now I can barely. It's funny because during the day, it seems like all my bones and joints are just killing me. But then when I go out, like to go shopping or to do something, I could walk just fine. But in my house, I don't know what's going on. And then when I do Facebook Live, suddenly I have no pain. So this must be some psychosomatic deal, right? Well, as I said, it's Stylin Friday, and I do have couple of things I want to talk about. I like to start with motivation, right? So I've got it here. It's a very simple one. It's how old would you be, or how old do you think you'd be? No, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? Now that's by Satchel Paige. That comes from Satchel Paige. I think that's kind of interesting. How old would you be? How old would I be? Oh my goodness. How old would I be? I mean, I act ridiculous. So I do not know. I couldn't be 20, could I? I always tell people, but I look 24. Yeah, and they're like, I'm not falling for that one. Well, it is happy hour, right? And so I'm still not drinking wine. I just don't have a taste for it. But I haven't gone out to dinner or anything. So maybe if I go out to dinner or if I go to a party, I may have a glass of champagne. But so far, I've still been going with the kombucha. This is my second. The last time I had kombucha, I think was last Friday or the Friday before. No, it was the Friday before last. So I am trying pineapple mango. I usually do not like pineapple juice. But since this is kombucha, so let's have a toast to my winning friends and colleagues at LinkedIn. Okay, let's see. It's not too bad, but it doesn't taste very kombucha-y. But it does quench your thirst. So I guess I could be okay. I have been drinking tea all day, and so I think I've got water. I gotta have water weight because that's all I do. I drink tea. Just drink cup after cup after cup after cup of tea all day. So we'll see what's going on. And a couple other things I want to talk about. I won't keep you too long. I don't want to go on like 40 minutes and an hour and all that. You know, we don't need to go that long. But I'm still thinking about that diversity thing and how so many people really, but see, I've had personal experience dealing with diversity programs. And they, in my observation, they do not work. They're fake and phony and racist. Because in order to even have these programs, you have to, what is the word? Contend or concede. You have to concede that there's inequality. And inequality is against the law. It's against the law in the United States. So why are we allowing this to happen? EEOC. Well, the EEOC is just one organization, but apparently after the Civil Rights Act of 1964, it was implemented. And it's just not. Go back 60 years and let's see, you know, what all the progress that's been done. I don't know. I can't say. I wouldn't say much. So I'm going to turn this on. But you know what I'm doing. And another thing I wanted to talk about too. I've been listening, okay, you know I'm listening to a lot of Neville Goddard. Life-changing, game-changing. I've been trying to get one of my friends, but every time I talk to them, they say, no, I haven't got a chance to. No, I haven't got. So I'm not going to ask anymore. If they want to listen and get some insight, that's what they'll do. And that's what you'll do too. Because Neville Goddard is the person to listen to. Okay, at least give him one listen. So now the next person I'm going to is Jordan Maxwell. And he is like a Bible scholar, and he has worked things out. Like, for example, he is talking about how people essentially celebrate the sun and worship the sun. And he says that when they talk about the sun, they're not talking about Jesus, they're actually talking about the sun. And when they say that Jesus is the light of the world, the sun is the light of the world, they're talking about actually the sun is the light of the world. Now, if you put it all into perspective, because I could see a combination or a partnership of science and religion, supernatural, the cosmos, and all that. I could see it all combined. Some people put them separately. I think they can all exist simultaneously and create a dimension. And you know there's several. There's many, right? But let's not get too deep into that. But when you put it together and you what am I going to say? You insert the cosmos in with the religion and the symbolism of them of people preaching about Jesus. And then he went and was saying, see, I'm kind of getting all over the place, but it'll all come around. He says, to study this one Bible. It's called the Companion Bible. And I forget the rest, who put it out. I can't really, Thurger or something like that. Thurger or Herger. And he says this Bible is completely annotated. And it completely translating Hebrew. And he says, in the beginning was a void. All was void and empty, or, I'm really bad at Bible scripture. He said the actual correct translation is, in the beginning, all became void and barren, or whatever the word he used. And so what that means is there had been another civilization previous, because it said that all of the buildings were gone. They said the animals were there, the Homo sapiens were there, but the all the buildings were gone. They were all ruins. But everything else was in existence. And you just have to read it, because there's no way I can discuss it. And it's something that just goes and goes. It's really complicated, but I think it's worth listening to. Me being the lexical mystic, I study words, and I study the etymology of words, the history of words, the original meaning of words. People used to say, it used to be that people would say, believe on. You believe on something. And then later it became believe in. And so you really have to go back and study and think, believe on and believe in. Those are two different ideas. But it's based off of that original. You see what I'm saying? Okay. But, I was talking about diversity. I noticed that I always, digress. Who doesn't? But, and I'm going to get to where we're going to really talk about the business-oriented LinkedIn, because this is not a Facebook situation. I do Facebook Lives because that's the easiest way for me to shoot. But I am going to talk about business-oriented. Oh, is that Alex? Let me see. Yeah, Alexandra, hello. Thank you so much for joining me on Stylin Friday. I'm just getting set up here. I don't have a lot going on tonight, but we got a little bit of something. So this is what I've got so far. You can see I have some radishes, I have some cucumber, a little bit of onion, tomatoes. There is avocado, and then I have parsley and a little bit of cilantro, and then there's some lettuce, right? Okay, so let me come here. Okay, let's come in here and get this. So this is what I'm going to make, and I got this from Whole Foods, and yes, it says enjoy today 50% off with this coupon. And I was looking at the product and I walked away and I said, well, I guess I could try it because it's seafood. And the shrimp that I had were so small, I don't even want to cook with them. I don't want to cook with that shrimp because it's so small. So let me do this. I said, let me grab this so I could at least try it. Let me grab, here's some scissors. So I am going to open this and I will tell you what it is. So what it says, can you see? Shrimp burger. Okie dokie. Let's see what they look like. That's not bad. Now the price said it was 5 something. I don't know if it was 5 something with the discount or that was the price after the discount. I got to go back and look. Oh no, I threw all the receipts away. So here it is. It does not look particularly appetizing. And a shrimp burger wouldn't be my first pick. The ingredients are shrimp, olive oil, salt, black pepper, and garlic. So it's all shrimp. Okay. And what I have here is, I brought my skillet back out. So let's get that moving. I gotta move some things around. Okay. There we are. So let's do that. Put a little bit of this grapeseed oil, maybe some olive oil in a bit, but you know. Okay. There we go. And let's see how you're supposed to even cook this. Let's see, it says, what does it say? It does not say anything about how to make this. So I guess you just have to know. Just log into our website and enter the lot number. Trace your seafood. Oh, the one thing it says, Product of Mexico Sustainable Seafood Project Incorporated. So that seems kind of neat. And it says certified fair trade seafood. But yeah, and it's sustainable, chemical free. Okay, but yeah, I do not see any directions at all. If anyone sees them, that's all I see. Do you see any? No, I don't see anything. It says something about storage, but that's about it. It says it can cause allergies, so that's kind of scary. But I don't get allergies. My brother, he does. Yeah. He blows up too like a blowfish. Like, you see how I blow up? That's what happens to Tommy. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these out. Ooh. It's like so frozen. Let me turn it off. Okay, so I don't know if I can... Look, this is frozen. Oh man, I guess I'm gonna have to wait. And I opened it, so that's really... put it in some hot, warm water. Yeah. Have you ever had a shrimp burger? Shrimp burger. Here I am. Shrimp burger, anyone? Has anyone had it? Okay. How about you? Have you had it? How about her? Have you had a shrimp burger? Oh my goodness. See, I'm silly. How old would I be if I didn't know how old I was? I might even be like over 100 or something. I don't know. I always wanted to be around during like the roaring 20s. That's my favorite time. So we're going to put a little water. Okay. So that's basically... So what I was going to talk about too is for people basically... But this is something that pertains to every age group. But what I'm saying is, since I'm in the over 40, over 50 group, I'm telling people, the jobs are just, I'm telling you, they are so scarce. Like on Indeed and on LinkedIn. LinkedIn used to tell you how many people, when you apply for a job, it would say this many other people applied. But it would be 793, 1,040, and stuff like that. And so now they don't do that anymore. All they do is say over 100 people applied for this job. Now there's a job that came out at Armit University, which is an Australian university in Vietnam. They have a Vietnam campus in Ho Chi Minh City. I've applied there so many times. But they had a job for like a counselor, like an advisor, something like that. It said over 100 people applied, but the job had just been posted 4 hours prior. And then when you think of a job, a regular job, like say an accountant, there's like 500 accountants applying for these jobs. And then a lot of people, they want senior data analyst. Well, how can you go work at a place as a senior data analyst when you haven't worked there before? How can you go into some place as a senior software back-end engineer if you haven't even worked at the place yet? And there's people, you look, over 100 people have applied for these specialized jobs. So what I'm telling people, and I have that, it's a self-employment opportunity that I offer to come work with me, and I'm telling you, we have plenty openings, but it's not for everybody. You have to be an entrepreneurial oriented person, and it would be better if you've already owned a business before, because a lot of people, they don't want to pay like to maintain an office. And it's a home office. It's not like your office on-site, off-site office, I should say. But anyway, we offer an opportunity to anyone who wants one. Now, so many people, I saw a person who put on LinkedIn, open for work, and then they posted, I'm only open for remote positions. And she was something like a senior business development. Not even a senior. It was like business development specialist. That's about 3,000 people applying for the job. Okay? It's gonna be like, I'm telling people, it's going to be normal within the next 5 years for like 5,000 and 7,000 people to be applying for one job. So you need to come up with alternative ways of making money. Or here's the deal. You need to upskill. So let me come over here and talk about the upskilling. Well, you probably can't see this, but I'm going to look here. And so today I was doing some research, and I found 5 jobs that are absolutely imperative. 5 skills that you need, especially if you're over 40 or 50. And if you're younger, you need it too. But usually the younger people are a little bit more conversant in these new technologies. So let me tell you, the only kind of skills, if you don't have any of these 5 skills, you better go buy yourself a tent and go find some place to set up your tent and your hibachi. Okay? So let me write it down. So, oh, sorry. Let's get that parsley out of here. So here. Uh-oh. Is my pen? Is it? Oh, Lordy. Okay, anyway, here's one. If it's not showing up, I think I have a skinny one. Okay. That must be someplace else. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to write them down, I'm going to tell you. So write them down, okay? So these are the 5 skills. You need to have at least one of these skills. Okay, number 1. Sorry. Oh. This is a problem. Let's see if this will help. Unless this just dried up on me. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, so the first one is, yeah, it's not writing. Okay, so I'm just going to have to tell you. How about that? How about if I just tell you? So, let me give you guys the 1 of 5 skills that you're definitely going to need. Let's see, is my hair sticking up? No, okay. So the first one is going to be coding. Coding. All right? And like I talk about Python, so I have a Python course that I offer. So we have, but coding, you need to learn code, some sort of code. There's several languages you can learn. Number 2, video editing. So if you can edit videos for people who make YouTube videos, for example, you know, you could cut them up and then you could slip in, you know, like the little short little videos, you know, stock videos, stock photos, fire, you know, the little special effects and stuff. If you could do that, that pays pretty well too. Then one of the highest paying jobs you can get, but you do need to learn it, copywriting. If you can learn how to write convincing copy, storytelling, you want to be intriguing, you got to learn the hooks. You got to, you know, write. Usually if you're writing some sort of copy, you start with a hook, emotional hook, then you come in with the pain point. You know, when I was a secretary, it seemed like I never got a day off. I had to catch 2 buses, I had to take the train, I get the subway. I spent half the whole day traveling. So, then you're like, if I had a position where I didn't have to commute and I make just as much money. Well, and then you say, now I work for blah, blah, blah. I work for myself. I have an online consulting business. Why don't you come and join me? Blah, 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 blah. So you got to do that kind of stuff. Okay. And then the other one that we have, gosh, can I see anything? Oh, here's an interesting one. Chat sales. So if you can close, is that the closer? No. So if you know closing skills, and that's another one, it's similar to chat, but with chat, you're just typing. You're not talking on the phone to anyone. You're just chatting and selling. But you got to know all the pain points and the hooks and all that stuff to get the people to understand they have a problem that they need to solve. All right, then the next one is, wait. Okay, so I'm finally down to the last one, which is AI automation. And that's the one I'm working on. I'm learning everything I can. So what you want to learn, you want to go to make.com, for example, and go to Make Academy. And then you want to go to N8N and learn N8N, and then go to Mind Studio. Learn Mind Studio. And then Zapier is the easiest one because it doesn't require any coding. But you do need to learn. This is one thing everybody in the whole world needs to learn. Everybody. Prompt engineering. And prompt engineering does not mean ChatGPT. It means you have to know how to prompt so you get the information that you need. Okay? Yes. Huggy Bear, what are you doing in here? Or did you leave? Huggy Bear? Oh. I thought the cat was in here. Oh, yeah. So, let me see if I can get back with this shrimp burger. Let's see what we're gonna do with it. Oh, here it is. But I am telling you guys, yeah, it's softened. I'm telling you guys, people are not taking all of this new technology. They're not taking it serious at all. They are not. Ta-da! So I've got this on. Oh la la. Oh, and let me get one more thing. Uh-oh, did I? Oh! Oh. I put it in the freezer. I meant to take it out. I thought I had actually put it in the refrigerator. So what I have is this ciabatta, these little mini ciabattas. So this will be going, well, I could put it in the microwave for a minute, and then I'm gonna warm it up on the stove. So this shrimp, let's get the camera ready. Let's get back in the scene. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. I don't think it's on. Oh, it is. It's on. So, look at this exciting shrimp burger. So, I'm going to jazz it up a little bit. So, what are we going to do? I need it to warm up just a little bit more. I have a little bit of avocado there. Okay. So, that's warming up. Oh, here's some more cilantro. Okay. A little bit of radish. Alright, so that's warming on up. So we can put the serrano peppers in there. Okay. And I'll just put them all in there. And then, what else are we going to put in there? Oh, we're going to put a little bit of the garlic gold. There we are. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Alexandra, are you ever going to cook some tamales? Some tamales? Yep. So we're just going to do this. And should I put some cheese on it? I don't know. That I already got avocado. Oh, you know, we're going to put a little bit of lime. Get the lime juice. I'll put a little bit of that in there. And then we will put a little bit of vino. All right. Did I get that? Oh, yeah. All right. So you guys, I'm gonna come back on. So I'm trying to keep the show a little bit shorter because I mean it seems like I'm going on all day and all night. But I do want to let people know that I have a couple of apps out. I have an AI orientation. It's actually an AI course. Yes, it's an AI course for business processes, for business intelligence. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about how AI, I really would say, this is just me, but I would recommend that anyone over 50 years old come with me and learn AI automation, okay? So I've got AI automation down, and guess what? I'm my own first customer. So I have my automation going on all my social media. And I got good stuff going. Because I know how to come up with the prompts and the research, and because you have to research what's viral, what people are interested in, what's trending. You got to know all that stuff, right? And so I started that, and so I have for my art media, which is called Organic Creative Real Studio. I'm going to start automating that, and I'm going to automate Organic Academia, where I created the Agile Accountability Project Management system. Yes, I did. And I'm going to have all that stuff automated. Then there's even more that you could automate. And if you guys come with me and learn this automation, we could work together and build a 6 to 7 figure company, automating and creating workflows for small to medium companies, because everyone's going to need it. Just like everybody needs a website, every company is going to need AI, automation, workflows, an analyst. Yeah. So I'm just kind of excited about it. No one's really biting, but I can't do all this by myself. It is just too much, because it takes me hours to set up these automations. And then when I'm teaching, I have to do part 2 of this one tutorial I did on building an AI automation agent. I'm not looking forward to it, but I gotta get it done. So yeah, you guys, let me turn this over. See how this is going. Oh, huh. Okay. With that, let me put a little bit more garlic. Garlic. I can talk. Well, I'm going to show you the last dill, and then I'm going to let you guys get moving and grooving. So there it is. It's cooking quite low. Let me turn it up just for a second. So I'll be back, you guys, with the final product. I have the ciabatta roll, And then when I come back, it's going to be all assembled, all right? And we'll see how it goes from there. Shrimp burger. Welcome to Shrimp Burger. Alrighty. So I'll be back, and let me tell you guys, keep winning, my winning friends. Keep winning and getting better and better every day. Better and better in every way, like I'm trying to do. Don't get triggered. That's a new one. You're my VIPs. You are not the common man. And just, have a philosophical attitude about everything that's going on and just give it a chance. We don't even know the half. All right, you guys, I will be back. Remind me to download also the finished product when I come back to show you. Alrighty, thanks so much. Alexandra, I'll see ya. I hit the wrong button again. And I do that a lot, and sometimes I even forget, and I'm still on air. Okay, I'll be back. I'll answer you when I get back. I don't have my glasses. I can't see anything. Okay, see you soon.